Ladies and gentlemen, the 51st commencement for the University of California, Irvine is assembled. Please rise and join Lauren Hahn, baccalaureate candidate in the Claire Trevor School of the Arts, for the singing of the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Lauren Hahn. Let's hear it for Lauren. Please be seated. Great job, Lauren. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and what a good afternoon it is. I am Chancellor Howard Gilman, and on behalf of the faculty of the University of California, Irvine, welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Claire Trevor School of the Arts, the School of Education, and the School of Physical Sciences. Joining me today on the platform are the following chief academic and administrative officers of the university and other participants at this ceremony. I want to introduce them to you. When I call their names, I'm going to ask them to rise and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until everyone on the platform has stood, and we'll recognize them as a group. Starting on my right, Professor Kevin Reamer, Baccalaureate Candidates Marshal. Kelly Lanier-Perrine, UCI Alumni Association Class of 1991 Mace Marshal. Professor Gene Stone, Teacher Credential Marshal. Michael Denon, Vice Provost for Teaching and Learning and Dean, Division of Undergraduate Education. Francis Leslie, Vice Provost for Graduate Education and Dean, Graduate Division. Stephen Barker, Interim Dean for the Claire Trevor School of the Arts. Our featured speaker, Tony Alexander, Founder, President, and Creative Director of Intercommunications Incorporated. Thomas Parham, Vice Chancellor, Student Affairs. Kenneth Janda, Dean, School of Physical Sciences. Penelope Collins, Associate Dean, School of Education. Brian Hervey, Interim Vice Chancellor, University Advancement. Professor Don Hill, University Marshal. Professor Virginia Trimble, Masters Marshal, and Professor Colleen Reardon, Platform Party Marshal. Also on this platform are extraordinary faculty from all of your schools. Let me ask the faculty also to rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome and recognize the Platform Party. The commencement program lists the names of all of our graduating students and indicates those who have been nominated for summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude academic honors this year. These students can be recognized by the gold cords they wear as part of their academic regalia. Recipients of the 2016 Chancellor's Award of Distinction wear a blue and gold cord over their right shoulder. The program also lists the names of students who have been nominated to academic honor societies and those who have received awards and prizes. Those students wear blue cords. You will also notice that some students are wearing flowers and have decorated caps. That merely signifies this is a joyous occasion and they're having a really good time. So, graduates, just a few words. In the course of time, you are going to reflect on many different aspects of the years that you've spent here. The time, of course, that you spent with friends, the classes, professors, and experiences that helped you better understand important questions or that deepened your sense of purpose or that triggered new passions. You will remember having the best mascot of any college or university in the United States of America. Of course. Overnights at the Gateway Center, boba on Ring Road. Never gonna forget that. Today you leave our classrooms and say farewell to your professors, but you are not leaving the Anteater family because being an anteater, you're an anteater for life. As you commence into the next chapter of your lives, remember that the Anteater family is here for you, not just your friends and your professors, but the entire Anteater family, 174,000 alum around the world, ready to be your network, ready to be your support system, the people who will help you retool and adapt, and the people with whom you will always be able to celebrate the accomplishments of your life. As an engaged alumnus, you will see the benefits of a UCI degree are lifelong. And while you have received that degree, remember that your education really has just begun. As William Yeats put it, education is not the filling of a pail, but rather the lighting of a fire. Or in the words of the great American philosopher John Dewey, education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. And so keep learning, not for the grade or for credits toward a degree or for your career alone, but for yourself, for the sheer pleasure of it. Our natural world, our human societies and cultures, our individual experiences and creative expressions, these things are endlessly fascinating. And beyond that, the challenges facing our society and our broader global community are urgent and complex. And those challenges require serious and ongoing attention, not just from professionals, but from any free human being who cares about the future of our communities. And so carry with you this spirit of inquiry and discovery as you move forward. And I hope you will also carry with you one other thing that you have experienced these years at UCI. And that is a certain way we have learned how to work together and orient yourself to your fellow human beings. You know, universities are amazing places. Talented people from all different backgrounds come together to do something very important, to address the most important challenges facing our region and our world, to explore the most enduring questions facing humankind. We often, as we engage in this work, find that we don't always agree. When we have different views, what is it that we do as a university community? Our decision as a university community is to work through our different views, using the norms of a scholarly community. When others are not persuaded by our views, we try to improve our arguments and evidence. But we also keep an open mind because we are here not just to win. We are here to benefit from other people's perspectives, and every once in a while that means someone's going to convince us that they have better arguments and evidence. At universities, we don't decide, for example, whether light should be considered a particle or a wave or something else. We don't resolve that by shouting each other down. We resolve that by deepening the conversation and improving the overall quality of the conversation. And I mention this to you today because this frame of mind is not only essential to the workings of a great university, it's also essential to the workings of any free, diverse, and democratic society. Just as a university cannot exist unless we encourage a diversity of opinion and debate, one cannot maintain a democracy on the assumption that everyone with whom we disagree is an enemy to be vanquished or silenced or shouted down or perpetually mocked. And so on this happy and extraordinary day in your lives and in the lives of your family and loved ones, I recommend to you just the following. As you make your way through life, whenever possible, settle differences of viewpoint with your fellow human beings, not through coercion or harassment or mockery or intimidation or violence, but with what you have learned to do so well. Marshal better arguments, better ideas, better evidence, and in the case of politics, with your vote. It's my sincere hope that you will think of UCI as having cultivated and enriched your mind and spirit, and as having prepared you for your ongoing development as a free and educated human being. And also I hope that you will think of UCI as a place that has empowered you to push the world a little bit more toward the light. For as you know, the great motto of the University of California is Fiat Lux, let there be light. And you are the light. You are the hope of the world. And we are counting on you and know that we can count on you. That's why it is with great pride that all of us congratulate you and we salute everyone who cares about you on your outstanding achievement that is represented by today's ceremony. Congratulations. Interim Dean Barker, please come forward to introduce our fantastic featured speaker.
Thank you, Chancellor Gilman. It's my great honor and privilege to introduce you to Tony Alexander. Tony Alexander is the perfect person to be addressing you here today. As the founder, president, and creative director of Intercommunications Incorporated, which recently celebrated its 30th birthday, Tony is one of the most successful and most innovative market executives in Southern California. She's built an award-winning company with global outreach, creating visions for new kinds of real estate development, resorts, and hotels. As a graduate of the Department of Drama in the then School of the Fine Arts at UCI, Tony went on to the School of Theater, Film, and Television at UCLA before adapting her deep knowledge of the arts and the importance of narrative and strategic imagery to intercommunications, whose mantra is that behind every successful endeavor is a compelling story. Tony's visionary skills have built extraordinary brands across the world. I'm proud to call Tony the special advisor to the Dean of the Claire Trevor School of the Arts. Tony has provided vital energy and intelligence to the Trevor School and to the campus. Please join me in welcoming Tony Alexander.
Chancellor Howard Gilman, members of the faculty, proud parents, and most of all, graduates from the Claire Trevor School of the Arts, the School of Education, and the School of Physical Sciences. Thank you. I'm incredibly proud to be here at UC Irvine to honor the class of 2016. You know, at a time when commencements are taking place at colleges across the country, graduates everywhere are hearing distinguished addresses about which career paths they should consider taking, where they should go to find their dreams, and most importantly, how to make them happen. Most speakers will point to their life experiences as classic examples of lessons learned. But I'm not most speakers. I'm an anteater after all. Being a bit of a contrarian and a graduate from UCI some 4 decades ago, I want to take a different approach. About a year ago, or a year before I was in your shoes, I saw the hit movie The Graduate, directed by Mike Nichols and starring a young Dustin Hoffman as Benjamin, a graduate fresh out of college who doesn't have a clue how to sort through the world he's been dumped into, unless you count lazing by the pool and having an affair with your friend's mother a valid life plan. At a pivotal scene, gawking partygoers corner our graduate of the hour, imploring, "What are you gonna do now? I mean, with your future, with your life." Sound familiar? A colleague of Ben's father closes in tightly and famously says, "I just want to say one word to you, just one word. Are you listening?" Then he whispers in Benjamin's ear, "Plastics." Don't worry, I'm not here to tout the finer points of plastics and polymer. Benjamin probably didn't know where he was going, least of all to Mrs. Robinson's bedroom. But neither did I. And as I look back on my own life, there was one word that led me here, and I really believe it can make the difference in everything you do. Just one word. Are you listening? Creativity. Whatever you might be considering for your future, and I don't necessarily mean what you do for a living, I want you to think about creativity from a different perspective, about being a creative. Being a creative is a misnomer that hasn't been appreciated for its true meaning. It doesn't necessarily mean you can sing, or dance, or act, or sculpt, draw anything more than stick figures, play an instrument, solve the Yang-Mills theory, or teach metaphorical thinking. You don't have to be hip, or dress funny, or do your best Wiz Khalifa imitation at the local karaoke bar. Creativity is not just confined to the arts. It crosses all generations, practices, cultures, and backgrounds. The greatest scientists are artists as well, as Albert Einstein once said. Being a creative is about embracing an attitude that has been overlooked and undervalued. It has relevance no matter if you're an educator, a researcher, or a digital programmer, or actually an artist in any medium or genre. And creativity doesn't require any particular background, being truly creative in all barriers. I can certainly say that I had a few of those. My dad never learned to read or write, and my mom didn't make it past 8th grade. As I was growing up, my parents focused on me all their hopes and dreams that somehow, someday, I would discover the right qualities within myself to find my own way in the world. And I found them by coming to value and to see as a value creative energy. Before money, before a job, before everything, creativity. Needless to say, I didn't have a pathway straight to success, but I did have the firm belief that approaching my life with creativity would change things for me, and it has. So what is being a creative anyway? What do I mean by that? What am I urging you to take with you as you leave UCI? Being a creative means taking risks, working through doubt, facing fears. By the time middle age comes, you become risk averse. And believe it or not, as you leave UCI, you're about to enter the middle part of your life. I hope you've been able to do some experimenting, some risk taking here. Don't stop. Now's your chance to do something, dare the odds, take a leap in the dark. Being a creative means searching for inspiration in even the most ordinary of places. Visit a museum, hit the park or beach. Always keep your eyes wide open to wonder. It's there. Being a creative means using this education as just part of a continuing opportunity to discover new things about your you-ness. Drive your appetite for growing and learning. Stay hungry for sights, sounds, tastes, and for knowledge, even if you never take another formal class again. Being a creative means finding a way to a different path. Don't be afraid to turn left when everyone else is turning right. The road might be longer, but it will be more interesting. Being a creative means getting out of your comfort zone, look beyond your backyard, and spend every free minute you have traveling. Put down your smartphone, explore new places and cultures, and you'll find new ways to see the world. Being a creative means asking questions, even the so-called stupid questions, just to get the answers, and then not being satisfied with them. If you're worried you look like a weirdo, get over it. Wear your curiosity like a badge of honor. Being a creative means calling your own shots. If you stay in the box and become a follower, you'll have that unfortunate label stamped on you forever. And no creative will settle for that. Being a creative means having fun and mixing it up. Never do the same thing the same way. Add something unexpected every time. Being a creative means bouncing back when you make the inevitable mistakes. Let go of what should be and grab onto what could be, then hold on tight. Above all, being a creative means you never stop feeling, thinking, or intensely experiencing. Feed your senses and your mind, and your creative soul will follow. Just in case you haven't discovered it already, being a creative is a wonderful and liberating way to live your life. It's also a bit scary, but it's when you're not sticking to formulas that you can finally see new possibilities. For Einstein, creativity meant proving that his theory of relativity made sense. For Steve Jobs, it meant showing how a machine that said hello could change the way humans engage with technology. For Sir Ken Robinson, it meant teaching millions of TED fans that creativity is as important as literacy. Every field can be a creative field. Every life can be a creative life. Every moment can be a creative moment. Rejoice in your creativity. When I was young, being a creative never meant seeing my circumstances as a detriment to my ability to grow, even though I was from the wrong side of the tracks. As a UCI graduate, being a creative meant using my imagination to propel myself to new and interesting places, even if I never physically went there yet. As a businesswoman, being a creative has meant figuring out how my education and my creative energy could launch a truly creative business in what was then a notoriously non-creative arena, real estate. And I've done it. It's called intercommunications. As president, and more importantly, creative director, it's meant expanding that creativity to anywhere in the world, translating branding to 5 continents and 26 countries over the past 30-plus years. By now, you probably noticed I'm not Ellen DeGeneres, Katie Couric, or that badass Beyonce, though I did go through a folk singing phase. I'm an ordinary person who's built an extraordinary life by rolling the dice at every turn, and that's in spite of the odds that said I'd be lucky to get through high school, let alone become a successful entrepreneur. Best of all, 47 years after I collected my UCI diploma, I still get up every day excited to go to work and do something creative that's nothing like what I've done before, like standing here in front of you, ushering you out into the world. What could be more compelling? With that in mind today, I'd like to issue this challenge to all of you graduates in the audience to embrace the opportunity to reimagine what being a creative can mean for your life. I'd like this to be a wake-up call for every one of you to seize creativity in the everyday. As educators, will you teach creativity by developing learners who think like artists? As scientists, will you cultivate creativity by solving old problems in innovative ways? As artists, will you redefine creativity by pushing the boundaries of art? As UC Irvine graduates, will you buck a predictable society by veering off the straight line? Each one of you has the extraordinary capacity for creativity. So free your soul, live a little, embrace your inner misfit, let go of achieving a certain lifestyle by a certain age. Be your own uniquely individual self and be creative in a way you put yourself together. Make your life your own measuring stick. You may find out, as I have, that not necessarily accepting the norm can get you to a pretty interesting place. Whether you want to be an astrophysicist or a school principal or a star of stage and screen, whether you take this job or that job, whether you go out and explore the world or dedicate your time to a worthy cause, now's your chance to live more creatively, to be inspired by creative things, to continue to grow and pursue a path that shows you're not just following the crowd. When you leave here today and someone asks, what are you going to do now? I mean, with your future, your life. Whisper just one word. Are you listening? Creativity. Make it your battle cry in learning, in love, in life. And rally your fellow graduates to join the cause. Surely you're tired of being lumped in with about 80 million millennials by well-meaning marketers like me. Then let your creative flag fly. You're entitled to the pursuit of creativity. Now I want to leave you with a quote from someone who epitomized creativity across industries, genders, and generations. The late, great David Bowie, who said, I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring. Class of 2016, you young, talented, voracious, and maybe a bit anxious graduates. Whoops. Always happens. When you go out into the world armed with your invaluable UC Irvine education, I challenge you to be wildly creative, as artists, as educators, as scientists, as anteaters. I promise it won't be boring. Thank you.
Wow. Terrific. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for those wonderful remarks, for everything you do for the university. And keep in mind, 47 years ago, Tony was part of the student body that had the wisdom and creativity to decide that we were going to have the anteater as our mascot. So thanks to Tony and her, that you made that decision, right? Now is the time to recognize those we have come to honor today. Vice Provost Leslie of the Graduate Division, please present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, and for teacher credentials from the School of Education, and the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the School of Physical Sciences.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, and teacher credentials from the School of Education, and Master of Science from the School of Physical Sciences please stand and remain standing? Chancellor Gilman, I present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts in Teaching and teaching credentials from the School of Education, and Master of Sciences from the School of Physical Sciences.
By the authority vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I now confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended by your faculty, admitting to you all of the rights and privileges and responsibilities which pertain to your degree, in testimony whereof you will receive the diploma of the university. Congratulations. Associate Dean Collins, please come forward to congratulate the recipients.
We now come to the part of the ceremony when the graduates are recognized as they cross the stage. While the process will take some time, we are continuing this tradition at the request of the students who we honor today. Director Panish and coordinators Toma Burge and Vaughn, please come forward to recognize the graduates from the School of Education. New master's and teacher credential candidates, please come forward to be recognized.
Alex Bouillon,
Geraldine Jelnick,
Michael Lawrence,
Shannon Bird,
Michelle Peck,
Ruby-Ann Menelese,
Laura St. Aubin,
Courtney Evans,
Jessica Yen,
Nelson Walton,
Kathy Quinton,
Julie's Nkayan,
Ashley Gunton,
Sean Gillespie,
Sydney Awakuni,
Chanel Lasta,
Karen Nguyen,
Tricia Shaw,
Lena Ha,
Jessica Quee,
Susan Guan,
Marthy Ponte,
Angeline Shu.
Samantha Burke.
Bree Dang.
Michelle Dunkley.
Vivian Fan.
Natalie Chavez.
Alana Murphy.
Anna Gaia.
Amy Lee.
Megan Pyle.
Amanda Dorantes.
Paola Martinez.
Anissa Olivier.
Annie Huang.
Kaylee Partridge.
Jimo Casabar.
Carrie Cho.
Mayanne Tron.
Amanda Cordera.
Jennifer Aguilera.
Annie Nguyen.
Jessica Enciso.
Marissa Alvarez.
Emily Potankin.
Stephanie Du.
Alana Soe.
Catherine Taylor.
Rebecca Byer.
Queenie Kwong.
Stacy Dorr.
Karen Hung.
Kiki Gervais.
Candace Nguyen.
Rachel Adams.
Crystal Olmos.
Nikita Reddy.
Lexa Glantz.
Katie Shaniki.
Shayna Middleman.
Mandy Homan.
Isha Joshi.
Allison Hensley.
Elise Weeby Bailey.
Caitlin Kilroy.
Michelle Hully.
Courtney Karpinski.
Brooke Anderson.
Rachel Evans.
Carly Smith.
Carolyn Griner.
Sheila Shake.
Samantha Fauché.
Samantha Johnson.
No. Lauren Kokima Kodo.
Tawny Hool.
Courtney Harper.
Kayla Madison.
Lauren Wall.
Austin Trout.
Ada Carrillo.
Christopher Zebart.
Brianna McCluskey.
Saul Reynoso.
Cassandra Stevens.
Christopher Martin Dunn Rankin.
Natasha Lelchuk.
Richard Lueras.
Jessica Uvale.
Natasha Scotland.
Barrett Brandt.
Aslan Saul.
Jacqueline Schlegel.
Cage Morgan.
Julia Mao.
Gabrielle Botts.
Josh Stump.
Katrina Ellis.
Savannah Smith.
Marissa Cruz.
Courtney Mickey.
Carl Privet.
Deborah Razzo.
Jay Lee.
Sanan Saul.
Juan Figueroa.
Bethany Wangler.
Pablo Jimenez.
James Spencer Evans. Alexandra Lopez. Gabrielle Gomez. Dominique Booth. Cassidy Robinson. Mindy Logan. Kathleen Marusik. Kristen Demera. That concludes the presentation of Masters of Art in Teaching degrees and teacher credentials from the School of Education.
Dean Janda, please come forward to congratulate the recipients from the School of Physical Sciences. Professor Shaka, please come forward to recognize the graduates from the School of Physical Sciences. New masters, please come forward to be recognized.
Eric Braunstein. Claire Elizabeth Gilpin. Theodore Kwan. Jeffrey Ng. That concludes the presentation of Masters of Science degrees from the School of Physical Sciences.
Congratulations again. Interim Dean Barker, please present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Music from the Claire Trevor School of the Arts.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Music from the Claire Trevor School of the Arts please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Gilman, I present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Music from the Claire Trevor School of the Arts.
Associate Dean Collins, please present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts from the School of Education.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts from the School of Education please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Gilman, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts from the School of Education.
Dean Janda, please present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences from the School of Physical Sciences.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences from the School of Physical Sciences please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Gilman, I present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences from the School of Physical Sciences.
By the authority vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I confer upon all of you the degrees for which you have been recommended by your faculty, admitting you to all of the rights and privileges and responsibilities which pertain to those degrees, and in testimony whereof you will receive a diploma of this university. Congratulations. And now, new bachelors, I invite you to take part in a time-honored ceremony. Since the days long ago when students were first identified by the caps and gowns they wore, those who had not yet earned their degree wore the tassel on the right side of the mortarboard. When the degree was conferred, the scholar moved the tassel to the left and joined a select company. So now, following that academic tradition and in recognition of your new status, bachelors, turn your tassels.
Bachelor's degrees recipients, please be seated. My and all of our congratulations to you and to your families. Associate Dean Lynch and Professors Busby and Reardon, please join me in recognizing the graduates from the Claire Trevor School of the Arts.
Thank you.
Claire Upton. Christy Dye.
Jesus Avila.
Emily Yamashita.
Isha Saeed Hussan.
Olivia Reedy.
Dora Aguero.
Brianna Rathburn.
Oscar Manso.
Sky Schmidt.
Jasmine Ray Curey.
Isaac Lai.
Jessica Sant Marti.
Akinola Abadale.
Stacy Overmeyer.
Anna Michelle Slauson.
Kira Whitaker.
Lillian Tammy Ndoe.
Janine Montag.
Santiago Rivera.
Lauren Alayer.
Kaz Masuda.
Taylor Beveridge.
Ilza Matheson.
Julianne McKee.
Ivana Valenzuela.
Perry Olivia Trono.
Dudu Huang.
Megan Bowen.
Xiaoting Huang.
Mario Montes.
Danielle Kim.
Amy Ferdinand.
Esther Yang.
Ishin Young.
Andy May.
Shin Shin Lin.
Trent Serizawa.
Sarah Susie Hong.
Erwin Vergara.
Dylan Romaine.
Mecha Vang.
Irisha Hubbard.
Taylor Drake.
Jack Perry.
Imani Sims.
Iso Kim.
Guia Angela Surano.
Killian Van Rensselaer.
Tammy Nguyen.
Mina Mogadam Jafari.
Rachel Davis.
Chun Kit Kwong.
Nicole Chen.
Sishan G.
Jacqueline Leon.
Jaron Su.
Marissa Sando.
Alexis Cabero.
Lar Gulvartian.
Talisha Salinas.
Jonathan Edzant.
Jisoo Moon.
Crystal Torres.
Miranda Lee.
Anna Gabrielle Dawaher.
Valerie Boitzel.
Jennifer Michelle Schallert.
Chen Leslie Liu.
Yejing Lee.
Matthew Z.
Irina Hoshino.
Nancy Tanaka.
Sarah Hop.
Danielle Tom.
Adam Thomas Williams.
Phoebe Dong.
Yuder Sai.
Colleen Kuo.
Okay. Dame Riggs.
Sally Amelia.
Emmeline Jouglet.
Mina Lee.
Claire Metzetta.
Shauna Toe.
Maria Oliveira.
Chris No.
Okay. Ryan Schwalm.
Winnie Ding.
Melissa Shentrup.
Jennifer Chen.
Megan Gainey.
Dina Grubb.
Olivia Christina Allen.
Ariana Celeste Flores.
Alan Blake Bachelor.
Scott Reyes.
Shauna Mowens.
Shantae Duncan.
Andrew Sanchez.
Jonathan Breen.
Aurora Hale.
Rodolfo Guerrero.
Christopher Nevares.
Winsome Joe Kern.
Juliana Stephanie Ojeda.
Harris Bannock.
Raul Vega Martinez.
Leah Fakuri.
Gresha Cruz.
Nicholas Gustafson.
Leticia Mendoza.
Daniel Gold.
Samantha Rasler.
Aaron Smith.
Abigail Kaywood.
Kevin Chrisney.
Jessica Lavelle.
Kimberly Sky.
Caitlin Summers.
Sydney Sweeney.
Emma Delaney.
Yuling Chang.
Cheyenne Jasmine Ortiz.
Troy Daly.
Giovanni Mungia.
Nicholas Powers.
Nicholas James Arce. Sorry about that.
Audra Brown.
Joseph Abrego.
Sarah McGuire.
Abigail Schwartz.
Grace Harding.
Kelsey Olson.
Amanda Tannenbaum.
Travis Brown.
Leonardo Moradi.
Stephanie Cervantes.
Kevin Kay.
Jane Lee.
Xiao Wen Lee.
Marissa Estonia.
Justin DeBloy.
Sarah Kim.
John Benecki.
Elias Barrison.
Chu Win.
Laura Erath.
Yunji Russ.
Lauren Hahn.
Freddie Villalobos.
Yang Suo.
Micah Espudo.
Joshua Bell.
Sabrina Mansouri Sharifi.
Gigi Su.
Jesus Alessandro Esqueda.
Tina Chow.
Angelo Giovanni Villa.
Min Gong.
Jasmine Montana Love.
Zihi Gong.
David J. Martinez.
Rebecca Chow.
Haley Scott.
Hunju Song. Cassandra Honey. Sorry about that. Katrina Reyes. That concludes the presentation of bachelor degrees from the Claire Trevor School of the Arts. I call upon Associate Dean Collins.
Congratulations. Professors Johnston, Hanson, and Greben, please join me in recognizing the graduates from the School of Education. Bachelors, please come forward.
Susan Shagasi Jahid.
Erica Venosa.
Cynthia Torres.
Christine Tran.
Daniela Mose.
Kai Vang. Kay Vang. Kia Vang.
Zuha Hakwani.
Linique Cowan.
Maria Cuevas.
Makita Daniels.
Vanessa Larios.
Chester Orperia.
Jessica Singh.
Neira Hernandez.
Veronica Acosta.
Celeste Rubio.
Rachel John.
Joanna Orozco.
Lizette Ramirez.
Annie Morrill.
Chelsea On.
Alex Machado.
Michelle Zaragoza.
Min Hee Kim.
Arturo Razo.
Joanna Gomez.
Gracia De La Torre.
Sarah Juliana Burt.
Wendy Velasquez.
Felicia Salinas.
Quinn Tran.
Samantha Berry.
Omar Zuwayed.
Kendall Rainitz.
Diana Gutierrez.
Kimberly Ayala.
Belen Villanueva.
Carla Figueroa.
Alberto Gonzalez. Alicia Carrillo.
Yadira Maravillas.
Alicio Carrillo.
Alexis Bell.
Yesenia Milan.
Julianne Perez.
Christopher Williams.
Bernice Leal.
Megan Macias.
Celine Garcia.
Megan Wiseman.
Emily Nicole Cotton.
Nicole Wilcomb.
Laura Caballero.
Megumi Tanaka.
Michelle Luna.
Valeria Esparza.
Bernice Huerta.
Giovanni Sanchez.
Lizette Magana Viveros.
Jennifer Bonilla.
Jasmine Exumi.
Stephanie Bonilla.
Janet Exumi.
Brianna Enriquez.
Jessica Avalos.
Esmeralda Navarro.
Nancy Sanchez.
Maria Gutierrez.
Rodrigo Marcus Ramirez.
Anne Liu. Iris Howe.
Jorge Tonis.
Alejandro Solorio.
Lisbeth Mendoza. Kirsten Arce.
Melanie Otta.
Bianca Ramos.
Cesar Alcaraz.
Jessica Perez Camacho.
Daisy Villagrano.
Hannah Joy Virgin.
Tanya Meza Nunez.
Renato Torquato.
Natalie Rocha.
Saul Eduardo Orozco.
Jeanette Martinez.
Amanda Au.
Laura Hernandez.
Hannah Lee.
Blanca Gomez.
Priscilla Kim.
Tani Speaker.
Caitlin Simmons.
Long Vu Nyen.
Mai Fan.
Vanessa Chi.
Ikjot Dhaliwal.
Lucero Vasquez.
Judith Landarus Zuri.
Serenity Tran.
Carla Martin.
Manuel Almazan.
Michelle Banta.
Casey Kaunen.
Noelle Diaz.
Catherine Lesher.
Felix Castillo.
Lowry Hamilton.
John Lee.
Jennifer Rodriguez.
Yerum Wu.
Stephanie Lee.
Jasmine Galindo.
Kristen Wong.
Sandra Pina.
Elisa Ortega.
Rosemary Tran.
Sandy Sue.
Avelina Carvajal.
Josephine Sun.
Shara Iskakova.
Shalmung Shin.
Carol Way.
Courtney Scher.
Samantha Ling.
Leslie Salazar.
Kiane Yu.
Andrea Sabordo.
Leanna Chung.
Jeanette Valenzo.
Elise Chin.
Viviana Garcia.
Andrew Cheng.
Valeria Nava. Brenda Oropeza. Jennifer Castro. Lacey Shelton. Anna Genevieve Kolba. Jasmine Nguyen. Angelina Chantanuvan. That concludes the presentation of bachelor's degrees from the School of Education. I will call on Dean Jandra.
Associate Dean Ben Franken and Professor Shaka and Magnus Doder, please join me in recognizing the graduates from the School of Physical Sciences. Bachelors, please come forward.
Hyan Sung.
Diana Nguyen.
Kathleen Nesser.
Gabriela Campus.
Wu Yang Zhang.
Zach Holly.
Lan Fung,
Donri Kim,
Tanya Lam,
Laura Yu,
Robert Fofrich,
Tai Tran,
Marta Masudnia,
Arvi Uk,
Onchen Fong,
nice name, Christiana Wang,
Austin Pollock,
Chi Hei Choi,
Ko Wee Lang,
Nayan Kim,
Rick Fan,
Marvin Chung,
Brenda True,
Chu Yang Nin,
Cindy Vasquez,
Christopher Rodriguez,
Megan Browning,
Lydia Chanchabak,
Bailey Kinsolving,
Paul Deng,
Scott Allburn,
Brittany Wu,
Marcus Woodworth,
Michelle Wu,
Isabella Cernan,
Julie Wu,
Thang Helen Nguyen,
Jessica Oko,
Janice Mai,
Christian Ampe,
Han Nguyen,
Estefania Solorio Sanchez,
Giancarlo Salguero,
Sky Warren,
Mary Jane O'Neill,
Chinmay Damli,
Addison Whittet,
Jude Miranda,
Esteban Coronel,
Agatia Luvela Basco Bato,
Lilit Akopian,
Scott Cameron,
Sarah Pysick,
Nicole Lopez,
Bailey Bolenshore,
John Thompson,
Nicole Tarmuran,
John Cook,
Theodore Nguyen,
Priscilla San Juan,
Selena Alvarado,
Jonathan Swan,
Yatin Shah,
Kalkanpreet Kaur,
Joseph Fakore,
Brian Lai,
Lauren Hernandez,
Jessica Ng,
Jalen Rogers,
Anushirvan Shinki,
Daniel Munoz,
Kevin Lin,
Minri Zhang,
Yunyuan Shang,
Yu Chen Song,
Vahe Bahumian,
Ejin Shu,
Karen Diane Stanislavski,
Wang Tin,
Colleen Murabad,
Chang Chen,
Tracy Fan,
Teng Tu,
Wai Ching Lung,
Yilan Wu,
Sang Kao,
Samuel Rose.
Matthew Vo.
Rochelle Purcell.
Jessica Na.
Luyan Nguyen.
Chi Chong Hok.
Tianzu Wu.
Yi Ching Wang.
Kim Win Fan.
Yang Kang Chen.
Yu Fu.
Meng Li.
Kevin DeBolgado.
Dong Dong Chen.
Alfred Mirabilio.
Shang Huang.
Huang Vu.
Yuan Cheng.
Matthew Gonzalez.
Chang Zhang.
Kaylee Chateau.
Ho Young Mong.
Joseph Metler.
Junshi Ho Ho.
Myun Hung Lee.
Ji Chang.
Lin Pham.
Liang Fu.
Kava Pirostala.
Brianna Kim.
Savannah Todd.
David Messat.
Stephen Perez.
Jerry Lee.
Emily Sue.
Alex Vogler.
Arvin Bamonte.
Wak Dol.
Paria Chanseri.
Trang Tran.
Min Ji Zeng.
Cody Nunn.
Wei Si Tu.
Nathan Tran.
Blair Gonzalez.
Jihani Nu.
Melinda To.
Tao Li.
Amanda Cow.
Catherine Noon.
Beja Wang.
Justin O.
Sujad Na.
Anthony Din.
David Wynn.
David Ju.
Marilyn Garibaldi.
Daewon Kang.
Luis Martinez.
Aurora Moreno Valdez.
Robert Alexander Becerra.
Melanie Bach.
Alan Chewy.
Jeremy Esteban Stroman.
Kevin Sim.
Brandon Morrison.
Andy Lee.
Donat Routier.
Colin Sun.
Brittany Zimmerman.
Zhenwei Wang.
Sophie Amoret Sciotto.
Lulu Wan.
Sydney Gabrielle Zarate.
Ryan Summer.
Gabrielle Linois.
Stephen Nagata.
Derek Sarwin.
Ryan Hirao.
Kan Chen. Am I doing better now?
Kelly Mock.
Jen Jen Yu.
Hiro Ogi Kubo.
Shi Hei.
Okay. Richard Dalal.
Christian Gomez.
Yu Hang Yang.
Henry Trong.
Kathy Dow.
Andres Valdovinas.
Marion Sago.
Adam Leon.
Kimberly Hilby.
Colleen Harrison.
Tiffany Tam.
Brandon Wynn.
Love you, fam.
Aldrin Lebo.
Austin Kim. Jesus Delgado.
Francis Nicholas Mariana Mejia.
Marisa Marez.
Karina Portugal Oradones.
Michelle Bolaños.
Jacqueline Ansono.
Jennifer Jakes.
Carolina Jacqueline Delgado.
Aman Amandi Kaur.
Jaryuan Amtawan.
Ana Karen Castillo.
Victoria Combs.
Stevie Bowden.
Glenn Jr.
Maria Catalina Downey.
Tony Ruff.
Sally Joe.
Estela Rosita Gonzalez.
Christina Vu.
Ashley Davis.
Ashley Reed.
Mika Liao.
Ryan Rodriguez.
Hunter Allison.
Fernando Medrano.
Sky Phillips.
Christopher Liu.
Robert Joshua Borg.
Gabrielle Barros.
Daniel Lynn.
Cheryl Lee.
Randy Sawaya.
Vanya Chokro.
Bielorn Gonzalez.
Danran Low.
Marshall Rose.
Lei Jiao. Sam Yao.
Diane Fung.
Gina Chen.
Samantha Sanasarian.
Thang Ho.
Kirby Joe.
Catherine Ta.
Monica Tran.
Fan Fu Meng.
Fei Bong.
Songmei Ru.
Kevin Johnston.
Stacy Davis.
Prenny Karamian.
Grace Jung.
Ekaterina Shatalova.
Annalicia Lafferty. Betty Hu. Juan Marie Lumaki Bedugosman. Diana Alatorre. Justin Prado. Philip John Puchikala. Lloyd Jones. Cheyenne Gayemi. Martin Kim. Miguel Palafox. Zachariah Rousset. That concludes the presentation of bachelor's degrees. Oops. From the Claire Travers School of the Arts.
School of Education and School of Physical Sciences, I call upon Interim Dean Barker.
Thank you. Best congratulations to you. It's an amazing, amazing moment. And for all of us down here on the main floor of the Bren Center, we are surrounded by warmth and incredible pride in a very special group of guests here today who, more than anything else, deserve our well-earned recognition. They've encouraged, in many cases, made great sacrifices so that we down here on the floor, you who've just come across the stage, could further our education, reach this amazing crossroads, this tremendous threshold that Tony Alexander, that the Chancellor, and that the rest of us have celebrated here with you. Now, will the parents, spouses, significant others, loved ones, grandparents, children, all the relatives and supporters of the graduates, please stand so that we can give you a round of applause. We salute you. Please be seated. Our deepest heartfelt thanks to you all. Congratulations to you families, friends, relatives of the graduates. And now, the real end of the ceremony is the great, great crescendo that we are going to offer to all of those watching from above. Graduates, raise your hands with me and join in 3 strong anti-derzats. Zat, zat, zat. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, the commencement ceremony will now conclude with the recessional march. May we request that the audience remain seated until the recessional is completed. Thank you so much for participating in today's ceremony.